A bipartisan effort to try to implement criminal justice reform took a major step forward in Lansing today.
News 8 political reporter Rick Albin was there as Republicans and Democrats vowed to try to improve the system.
After months of hearings and fact-finding by a joint commission headed by the Lieutenant Governor and the Chief Justice of the Michigan Supreme Court, this report was delivered to the House and Senate that deals with crime and punishment and how we might do it in a more equitable way in Michigan. The idea of criminal justice reform is not new. In fact, Grand Rapids Democratic Representative David LeGrand has been working on the issue since he came to Lansing.
This is a roadmap for all kinds of things we should be doing. I mean, it's not the end. This is a focus on jails, and I think if we can stop doing a lot of the counterproductive things that aren't giving us community safety here, expungement is a huge piece of that, which isn't directly related, but this is a huge piece.
The report lists more than a dozen recommendations, from how to deal with people in the criminal justice system pre-trial, and even making some traffic infractions civil, not criminal. But supporters say it isn't about going easy on crime.
We are an outlier here in the state of Michigan when it comes to criminal justice reform. When we look at how we prosecuted and how many people we had in the system in 1979 compared to how many we have today, with over doubling it, we ought to be ashamed in that we haven't done enough for the people who are in the system here in the state of Michigan. So this is not about being soft on crime. This is not about being tough on crime. This is about being smart on crime.
Of course, a report is just a report. Now it will be up to the legislature to try to turn this report into law. In Lansing, I'm Rick Albin, News 8.